Yeah, that's
Hold up.
living in New Mexico.
Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have cleared out the padded room background today because today I feel like I'm just going to be screaming into the void. So, black screen for the start here. We do have Abel with us. He is actually driving, so he will not be on camera, but you will be able to hear his voice on this.
And we are back. Welcome back, guys. My name is Abel Garcia. I've been gone for a few weeks, but that's due to being on vacation.
Right.
I know you guys missed me, but like I said, been on vacation, that was more a priority. And as Drunken just said, I am currently driving. If you are wondering, I left my house in California at 6 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. I
Mm.
am currently now in New Mexico. It has been, what, 8 hours? I got lost after 6 hours. Well, let's see. Technically it's 2:30 in California. Let's see, six. It's been 8 hours. I've been driving 8.5 hours, give or take now.
I hate long trips. But other than that, how you doing,
Yeah.
man?
I'm tired of shit. I was falling asleep in California. Luckily, I got some coffee.
All
Passed,
right.
passed Arizona, and I left that a few hours, like about the last hour or so. And now I'm in New Mexico. I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking around me. New Mexico feels exactly like old Mexico. Not much excitement.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it then. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious little concern here. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole today. Conspiracy theory warning. Um, Monkeypox has seemed to dominated our news stations yet again, kind of like COVID did at the beginning. And I remember a lot of this coming up at the end of last year. Um, we're going to go exploring this and take you down this rabbit hole with us as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning here. What is monkeypox? Let's see. Monkeypox is a viral zoonosis, a virus transmitted to humans from animals, with symptoms similar to those seen in the past in smallpox patients. Although it is clinically less severe, with the eradication of smallpox in 1980, a subsequent cessation of smallpox vaccination, monkeypox has emerged as the most important orthopox virus for public health. Monkeypox primarily occurs in Central and West Africa, often in proximity to tropical rainforests, and has been increasingly appearing in urban areas. Animal hosts include a range of rodents and non human primates. The monkeypox virus is an enveloped double-stranded DNA virus that belongs in the orthopox virus genus of the Poxviridae, whatever family. They are two distinct genetic clades of monkeypox virus: the Central African Congo Basin clade and the West African clade. The Congo Basin clade has historically caused more severe disease and was thought to be more transmissible. The geographical division between these two clades has so far been in Cameroon, the only country where both viruses clades have been found. It just goes on a little bit more to give you a background that comes from the World Health Organization itself. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a start from the very beginning on this. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this whole thing today, and I want to ask you as well, Abel. Do
All
you
right.
do you remember at the end of last year where Bill Gates was talking about a we're not ready for the next pandemic? Take smallpox for example.
I remember him here speaking of that, yes. So I'm not surprised, but I'm a bit skeptical of this now. Now I'm just curious. Where did monkeypox come? Did a monkey have fun with chickenpox or smallpox?
Well, okay, the smallpox virus is, transmissible in monkeys and things like that too. So I guess that's where monkeypox actually came from. Was that? Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that smallpox penetrated the monkey, and they had a child called monkeypox.
Pretty much, yeah.
Of course, that sounds about right.
But from Yahoo News, this was on what day was this? November 4th of 2021. Bill Gates warns of smallpox terror attacks and urges leaders to use germ games to prepare. Let's see. It says, is it on frame there? Yeah. Bill Gates warns of bioterrorist smallpox pandemic. He has warned that the governments must prepare for future pandemics and smallpox terror attacks by investing billions in research and development. By the way, he owns a lot of stake in these vaccine companies as well. Mr. Gates.
You put a little on my side, and that's going to be Bill Gates. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And I will just say this now because it just happened. I will be losing connection here and there for you and for Chad. So if you don't hear me, I do apologize. Or if I disconnect, I do apologize in advance.
Okay.
But also, isn't Bill Gates the largest owner of farmland here in America?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Should I be surprised?
No. He's also coming up with a synthetic breast milk, and all of a sudden we have a baby formula shortage. No link there, no connection at all. It just happened to happen that way.
Why do we need what was it, artificial breast milk? Is that what you said?
Yes, bio milk or some shit like that.
Why do we need that? Don't we have trans women now breastfeeding?
Well, that's just some chemical goo. Okay, I'm not gonna get into any of that, but yeah, this dude is seriously sinister as shit. But yeah. Does go on to say Mr. Gates made the warning during a policy exchange interview with the chair of the Health Select Committee, Jeremy Hunt. The Microsoft founder also called for formation of a new billion-dollar World Health Organization pandemic task force, which will come up later. I mean, I already talked about it on Wednesday, but it'll come up later. Also, I don't know if you saw it on Wednesday, but I read the entire draft article thing from the World Health Organization, Abel, and it's some scary shit.
No, I have not. I'll be honest. I have been a little dark on social media since my vacation, so I am very out of the know.
Okay, so while you're driving back, after we're done today, while you're driving back, go back to episode 17 and listen to at least the first hour. Because I read the whole thing, dude, and it's worrisome.
All right, but do you want to just give me a quick rundown for me and for anyone who didn't watch that episode?
Basically, the World Economic Forum is holding a summit. It started yesterday. It's going on from the 22nd to the 28th for all world leaders to convene to vote to see if they want, during the next pandemic, for the World Health Organization to be able to have full control and dissolve any sovereign rights that people have to basically take control of these countries.
Okay, now I remember. Yes, I did hear a little about that. I don't remember where. So in other words, if monkeypox become as bad as a certain other virus that we just left, or maybe still dealing with, are you telling me that if the U.S. through President Potato Head signs in, mostly just thinking about me right now, but we as American citizens would lose our rights because the World Health Organization is deemed it necessary for the greater good?
Yes, it goes on to say that they basically controlled land, sea, and air. They control where you go. It also says that during this, you have, if something happens, some kind of biological outbreak or something like that, you have 24 hours to report it to the World Health Organization. And then World Health Organization has 24 hours after that to report back to you on their plan. Once they move in, they're going to say something like, okay, well, we'll take control of this. Once they move in, you've got 6 months to say, hey, this is your plan for dealing with this. Well, we need to make some changes to that. If you don't do it within 6 months, any objection is null and void. You got 18 months to say we can handle it, get the hell out. You have to show overwhelming proof that you can handle it as well, which I don't know how you would do that. But in 18 months, if you don't say that, any objection is null and void. 24 months to prove that you have, that you can take care of it after 24 months. Any objection to them staying permanently is null and void. So yes.
So China.
But kind of yes. They're wanting to turn the whole world into Shanghai. But here's the thing. And this may be the saving grace of it all. Nothing stands above our Constitution. If any of our politicians or our elites try to say yes to this, they are actually committing treason. It's not sedition, it is treason, because that is foreign interference in our government.
Well, you gotta remember, our politicians don't give a fuck about us. They only care about what lines their pockets.
Oh, that is completely 100% true, but yes.
Especially with President Potato Head.
I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, they're going to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
But let's continue here. So that's why I say he's going to bring it up. It said the Microsoft founder also called for the formation of a new billion-dollar World Health Organization pandemic task force. That is what's happening right now. While the research may be expensive, he said that it could also lead to other innovations such as eradicating flu and the common cold. That is fucking laughable because it is scientifically impossible to get rid of the common cold. That is a
correct me if I'm wrong, because I ain't no doctor. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a doctor in this. But doesn't the flu and common cold, etc., don't they change it every year into the vaccines that we issue, and then the viruses evolving to counteract what we've just...
Yeah, they mutate incredibly quickly.
Yeah?
So unless you can determine what the mutation is going to be and what's going to be the dominant mutation in there, like, that's why it's scientifically impossible to eradicate that shit. Because unless you know what it's going to be, there's nothing you can do about it. But it goes on to say,
well, there is a way to eradicate it.
No.
But you didn't let me give out my idea.
What? Kill all humans?
That's option 2. Option 1 is just control everyone, put everyone in a safety bubble and a pod, and then that's how we control people. And that was how we could protect them from viruses and everything.
Well, see, that's not even going to work either. Because if you don't come in contact with it, your immune system becomes basically inept. So anything you come in contact to will be deadly. Because your body has no way of defending it.
Oh, I'm aware. That's what I'm saying. Those are the only 2 options.
But remember, people, your immune system is a conspiracy theory. Remember, during COVID, that's what they were saying. Mm-hmm. I
forgot my immune system was a racist.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
It was because I'm secretly white.
I'll revoke your white card.
But is it because I'm not in Alabama where I'm marrying my cousin's sister?
We're gonna fight, dude. We're gonna fight. But it goes on to say, he said that the countries like the US and the UK must spend tens of billions to fund this research. countries like the US and UK must spend tens of billions to fund this research. Why us? I mean, we've
Wait a
already
minute.
given
Wait,
over 50, almost what? Oh no, over 50 billion to Ukraine now, and they're asking for more. And now this
wait, is
bitch
that
wants
before
more of
or
our
after
money.
inflation? Is that before or after
Oh
inflation?
no, this was back in December. What is it?
Well, don't forget,
November.
inflation has been going up. Wait, how long until we hear that inflation is a conspiracy theory?
They're already saying it's not real. People are already making shit up because the economy is great. Yeah.
Yeah, build back better.
Yeah, gas prices are Putin's fault. Economy's great. Everything's good. We have record job growth.
Yeah. Well, I'm paying. I was paying almost $6 in California. The lowest I saw in, I think, I don't know if it was Arizona or New Mexico because I have yet to pump gas in New Mexico. Was somewhere in the $4 range.
The lowest I saw, well, it dropped dramatically again, like 20, 30 cents or something like that. But it's now like $4.16 around here. But just last week, roughly around this time, it was like $4.39, $4.36, and that was after a 7-cent discount. So yeah. But he says, I'm hoping in 5 years I can write a book called We Are Ready for the Next Pandemic. Oh, so this is what all this is about. You want to write a book, but it'll take tens of billions in R&D. The US and the UK will be part of that. Will be part of that?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to write a book as well.
So this motherfucker is actually starting to demand. Is he the fucking president now?
Yes. Technically, we don't even have a president because President Potato Head is asleep half the time or on drugs. I'm just curious what drugs his son is giving him.
I don't even want to know anymore. But
well, they must be so good that they can give a dementia patient the ability to be president.
I like the fact that he goes on and says it'll take probably about $1 billion a year for a pandemic task force at the WHO level, which is doing the surveillance and actually doing what I call germ games where you practice. Wait. So the US and the UK must fund this money to keep the entire world safe. We have to give up our tax money to keep the entire world safe, to funnel it into his pocket. Really?
I don't even get enough money to. I'm lucky I got all the money I have now to make this move.
Right. I mean, fuck, we're struggling here now. We've had to tighten our belts. Like, we've lived comfortably for years. You know, we've been remodeling the house. That's on hold now because lumber's through the fucking roof. There's literally, at the prices of everything, it would cost 4 or 5 times more than what I had figured before the pandemic to get this whole damn house done. I'm already sitting at what, with the cost of everything in, I'm already sitting at what I projected roughly around for the whole house to be done, and I'm halfway through it.
Oof.
And with the prices of everything now,
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard somewhere that national average for gas now is $4 in the $4 range.
It's roughly around 4.5, yeah. Washington, there was a gas station in Washington. Now, this is just for like race fuel for race cars and things like that. That they actually had to reprogram some of the gas pumps to accept the $10 range.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I saw that. I was like, Jesus Christ! God have mercy on our soul.
Yeah, that was only for for race car fuel and shit like that. But I mean, if that's going up that high, we're going to be hitting California numbers across the country very soon, which means California is going to be hitting that $10 mark.
Thank you, Jesus. I'm in New Mexico right now and heading to Texas.
Well, there you go. But Texas
I
is
got a
still going
couple.
to be hit too. So,
I'm aware, but it'll take a bit longer for me to hit to see those numbers again.
right. Let's
You know,
see.
I'm gonna say this: when I was pumping gas every time, and I saw that everything was in the $4 range, I was very tempted to get the premium gas that was in the $5 range, just to remind me of California.
Well, that would be dumb.
Well, no, let me repeat that. Premium in Arizona and New Mexico is what I'm paying as the basic gas in California. Okay, and it was still cheaper than what I'm paying in California. It was like hitting almost $6 mark, and
I
the premium in
understand.
Arizona is 550 is the highest I saw it.
I understand, but it would be dumb not to save that money.
I know. That's why I've been going with the cheapest gas so far.
Let's go. It says, let's see, where was I? Mr. Gates suggested that the term games could include preparing for acts of bioterrorism, such as smallpox attacks on airports. Now, this was a thing. I should have brought up the video, but he did say that. He's like, okay, so what if smallpox was released in airports? And everybody was just like, wait, red flag, what? He said, it goes on to say, you say, okay, what if a bioterrorist brought smallpox to 10 airports? You know, how would the world respond to that? There's naturally caused epidemics and bioterrorism caused epidemics that could even by way worse than what they experience today. There's naturally caused epidemics and bioterrorism caused epidemics that could even be way worse than what we experienced today. It goes on a little bit more, but that's just going to be the background of what the hell he's saying there. Now, the fact that he brings this up, this was on, this article was written on November 4th, which he said that like at the beginning of November. The fact that he brings this up, and then about a week or two later, y'all remember smallpox vials being found in Philly?
I think I remember hearing something about that. How long ago was this? Again, still out of the load.
This was about mid-November of last year.
Okay, I remember.
Well, it says Philadelphia lab briefly locked down after workers find smallpox vials in a freezer. Okay. A lab worker in a Merck facility outside Philadelphia found 15 questionable vials labeled smallpox and vaccinia while cleaning out a freezer earlier this week, raising harrowing security concerns. Why in the fuck was smallpox that was supposed to be used in vaccine development found on the back of a freezer in Philadelphia, in a lab in Philadelphia?
Because they were going to release it to the world.
Well, it goes on to say the FBI and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are investigating the discovery. Okay, the FBI, who has lied a lot of times and been implicated in a lot, including 12 of the 18 people that were involved in the Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping. They were 12 of the 18 people involved in the Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping. They've been all over the place. They've been implicated in a lot of shit.
It was a mostly peaceful gathering.
No, it was a mostly peaceful, forceful detention or whatever. I don't even know how you're going to spin that, but...
Well, like I said, it was a mostly peaceful gathering and departure of the governor.
But the CDC, who's lied about everything from COVID from the start. Okay, at the beginning, you can say this and this and this and then walk it the fuck back. But even you said 6% of the deaths from COVID are actual real deaths. Everything else is bullshit. And we've been lying to you the entire time. But the FBI and CDC are investigating this which involves a disease that is believed to have killed more than 300 people since the dawn of the 20th century. The Pennsylvania facility, which does vaccine research, is no longer on lockdown. The lab worker had gloves on and face mask when they found the vials, the CDC said. There is no indication that anyone has been exposed to the small number of frozen vials, the CDC spokesperson told Yahoo News, adding that their contents appear intact. Officially, smallpox can only be stored at 2 places in the world, located in Atlanta and Russia. Other unauthorized samples should have been transferred or destroyed. Why the fuck were they in Philadelphia?
How do you destroy smallpox without infecting individuals?
You can incinerate it. I mean, extreme heat like that would destroy anything except tardigrades.
Okay.
You can neutralize it through medicines and, our vaccine agents and shit like that. But let's see, though some have popped up elsewhere in recent years. That is concerning as shit. They don't even say where it's popped up elsewhere in recent years. Just that it only should be held in Atlanta or Russia. And it was found in Philly and other places throughout the recent years.
You know what? I'm kind of surprised there aren't more authorized locations. Because if it's just the U.S. and Russia, wouldn't it make a bit more sense to have at least one per country? Maybe that's just me.
Dude, you're talking about something like that being put in the hands of at least one country around the world? That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Look, to be fair, I don't really trust the Russians. I don't trust ourselves.
I'd trust the Russians more than the U.S. But what if Kim Jong-un said, hey, fuck you, I'm releasing this?
Okay, I should have rephrased what I said better.
Right.
But to be fair,
what if Justin Trudeau had said the same thing? Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm an idiot.
Come on, man. All right.
Right.
It says the disease
killed... You definitely would have released it and claimed it was something... it was an accident.
No, yeah.
Blame one person and then eat them.
It says the disease killed roughly 3 out of 10 people who contracted it. The CDC says an unimaginable loss of life. By the late 20th century, it had been defeated globally, and a feat many consider the biggest achievement in international public health. Smallpox remains one of only 2 officially eradicated diseases, according to the American Society for Microbiology. Richard E. Bright, a professor of chemistry and chemical biology at Rutgers University, suggested to the Inquirer that the vials in Pennsylvania represented a security threat. Someone with bioterrorism plans could have found them and used them. But we should not be afraid that the vials will cause an outbreak, and even the lab worker who discovered them should be safe, he said. For the general public, there is no basis for being worried, even a small amounts. Okay, now this article was written on Thursday, November 18th of 2021. This was written on November 16th, so roughly around mid-November that was found. Okay, but here's the thing. January and roughly the end of January, do y'all remember a story about lab monkeys being, like 100 lab monkeys being transferred into a truck that had a wreck and they got free? Because I remember that. I thought it was weird. That was fucking covered in the news.
Refresh my memory on what the fuck happened there again?
Oh, we're going to, because I'm gonna explore this a little bit.
All right, and then I will say my headphones are down to 20%. So as soon as it goes down to 10, I am out of this.
Okay. Well, then you probably have to catch up then.
Yeah.
But on January 26th of this year, this article was written. And it wasn't long before this article was written that this actually happened. All animals are accounted for after truck carrying 100 lab monkeys crashed in Pennsylvania. Only 3 monkeys escaped during the accident, all of which were successfully recaptured. A pickup truck transporting 100 lab monkeys collided with a dump truck in Pennsylvania on Friday, January 21st, reports Michael Levinson. Okay, full stop. Smallpox vials found in Philly. 2 months later, lab monkeys crash, 3 escape in Philly. Now, there's nothing more about those smallpox vials being found. No more information about that has ever come up in the news. So when I heard about this, I was like, that's actually kind of weird. Why would it be national news that a truck carrying monkeys colliding with a dump truck? Why was that everywhere? Why was
I would understand if it was local news.
Huh?
I would understand if it was just local news, just to inform the locals.
Right.
But what the hell?
But it was on everything. It was on mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, Fox. Everybody was covering this story for just a few days and then disappeared.
Well, then, I think we have an idea what happened.
But a total of 4 monkeys,
both in Philly. Don't tell me there's already monkeypox in Philly.
We'll get into that. A total of 4 monkeys.
I was right.
A total of 4 monkeys escaped from the wreckage after the dump truck tore off the front panel of the trailer and sent about a dozen crates tumbling out. The drivers were unharmed, and 1 passenger was transported to a hospital for possible minor injuries. All of the animal escapees were found and accounted for by late Saturday. Okay, so they had more than 24 hours. Pennsylvania State Police first responded to the crash about 150 miles northwest of Philadelphia. After the monkeys escaped, state troopers and state wildlife officials launched a search effort that included the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. CDC seems to be everywhere again. And Pennsylvania Department of Health officials. Helicopters aided in the search and local... How the fuck are you going to call in helicopters for monkeys, though? Like, what the fuck? These little tiny primates climbing around in trees. How the fuck is a helicopter? Well, I guess you could use forward-looking infrared. Maybe that would be a thing, but that would still be so sensitive you're going to catch birds and shit, too. So I'm just going to...
But I feel like if you use the infrared, you could at least figure out what it is. As a size comparison, monkeys are bigger than birds, but smaller than most humans.
Right. So I'll just go ahead and write that off as far as what the fuck. I feel like that's like a huge overreach or something like that. Unless it is concerning.
If they're using infrared.
Unless it is concerning that the monkeys came from a fucking lab. So, yeah. There it is. Okay, so helicopters aided in the search and local firefighters used thermal imaging cameras to locate the monkeys, per AP. Soon after the crash, police posted a statement on Twitter to warn locals not to look for an attempt to capture any of the animals and instead call 911 immediately. State Trooper Lauren Lasher told Associated Press that the statement was released because the monkeys were not domesticated and loose in an unknown area. Goes on to, if you want to, you can go to the Smithsonian Magazine. Just Google it. Truck carrying monkeys crash. That's how I found this article. The reason why I wanted to point this out, January 25th of 2022, woman falls ill after exposure to monkeys at Pennsylvania crash site.
Fucking damn it, I knew it.
After stopping to assist, she was exposed to the animal's feces while helping to clear crates from the roadway. A woman offered assistance at the scene of the truck crash involving captive monkeys in a rural Pennsylvania monkeys in rural Pennsylvania says she has fallen ill after being exposed to the animal feces and saliva. The wild incident unfolded Friday afternoon in Danville. Yeah. We got it. The three others became the subject of lengthy search by Pennsylvania, which located and euthanized animals on Saturday. Danville resident Michelle Fallon was driving directly behind the truck that crashed and observed the monkeys' crates tumble from the trailer. In a Facebook post, Fallon says she initially was told they were cats inside the crates and offered to help with the cleanup, only to discover she was surrounded by monkeys. We'll stop right there. I remember that shit because this happened for like a day or two on the news, and then memory hold like fuck. She said,
gotta remember, everything's memory holded nowadays.
Yes, but she was told by the driver of that truck that they're cats, which turned out to be monkeys from a fucking laboratory. Hold the fuck up. Why would you even have to lie about the animal itself?
Unless they're hiding something.
Yeah. I thought I was just doing the right thing. Yeah, that's it. I thought I was just doing the right thing by helping, Fallon said in an interview Monday with WBRE. I had no idea it would turn out this way. After touching and handling the monkey crates, Fallon said she later developed a cough, runny nose, and pink eye-like reaction in one of her hands. She explained that she had a prior open cut on her hand and became worried about her health. One of the long-tailed macaques hissed at her from inside a crate that fell onto the roadway, she said. I was close to the monkeys. I touched the crates. I walked through their feces. I was very close, she said. I was inside the trailer where the monkey crates were, so I called to inquire, was I safe? When Fallon initially got out of her car to help, she said she was not warned by the truck driver that she shouldn't approach the crates or interact with the animals. If he would have told me that, I would have been more careful, Fallon said. She was later interviewed at the scene by the state police and workers from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control. They urged her to take precautions since the monkeys had not been quarantined and monitored. Again, coming from a lab, a lot more precautions should have been taken into consideration. A lot more. Fallon went to Geisner Medical Center in Danville, where she received her first dose of rabies vaccine and was prescribed antiviral medication for 2 weeks. The shipment of cynomolgus monkeys, I don't even know what the hell that means, commonly known as crab-eating or long-tailed macaques. Oh, okay, there we go. Arrived in the United States via John F. Kennedy International Airport from the island nation of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean, where the destined for an unnamed CDC-approved quarantine facility. Full stop yet again. These monkeys were going to an island in the Indian Ocean where they were going to a quarantine facility for the CDC. Why in the fuck were they being carried in a trailer connected to a truck instead of some kind of, secure armored vehicle or something like that? Because we're talking about something that may pose a potential health risk. What the fuck? So much is going wrong already.
Well, we both know.
Yeah.
We all know that they're doing it on purpose so that they can piss over.
Yeah. Since the monkeys are considered highly valuable for experimental research, each worth about $10,000. How the hell are monkeys worth that much? But whatever. Demand for them has increased during the coronavirus pandemic and to aid in vaccine development, prompting some of these scientists to argue that the U.S. should keep a strategic reserve similar to the U.S. government's grain and oil. You want to keep a strategic reserve of monkeys. Oh my god. I am so fucking done with America. I'm so fucking done. Bill Gates says we should pump billions into the World Health Organization taking over everything. Now we need to keep a reserve of monkeys. We've spent billions upon billions upon billions, tens of billions, as a matter of fact, roughly around 50 billion in Ukraine already. Son of a bitch.
Is this before or after inflation?
I mean, inflation was already starting to take off, but this was before it got so bad.
Oh.
It says during the search for these 3 escaped monkeys, state police had warned the public not to assist in looking for the animals or come into contact with them. The CDC provided technical assistance to state police in managing the response to the incident. So this woman goes on. Wait. One of the diseases spread by long-tailed macaques is the herpes B virus, which can be transmitted through saliva, feces, or urine. So basically, oral herpes. Infections, though extremely rare. Yeah, the herpes simplex V.
No.
That's not like genital herpes.
Feet. Like feet.
No, herpes B, as in Bravo.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I realized that after you said that, but I thought you said feet.
Herpes feet? That would be
like
horrible. But yeah.
Just imagine telling that someone's like, yeah, I got herpes feet.
Hey, at least that's more hideable than oral herpes, all right? Infections.
Is it any better?
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, that'd probably be more disgusting because you're walking on them blisters. I mean, they pop and shit just spreads everywhere in your sock. It'd probably be less containable at that point. It says, though extremely rare, can lead to the development of blisters and potentially life-threatening complications if left untreated, according to the CDC. Okay, so like I said, this woman gets sick after coming across these monkeys that were from a lab in Pennsylvania where the smallpox vials were found. She winds up getting sick. Memory hole the hell out of this. Guess what?
What?
On Friday, May 20th, CNN Health. CDC monitors 6 people in the U.S. for possible rare monkeypox. Says public should not be concerned. If CNN is telling you not to be concerned, if the mainstream media is telling you not to be concerned, watch the fuck out. Because remember, they were telling you that coronavirus is deadly. It's got a 4% kill rate. It's going to flatten the entire earth. What happened there? Now they're telling you not to be concerned because there's now six people in the U.S. with confirmed cases of monkeypox.
I don't trust them. I'm not gonna listen to what they're telling me.
Yeah. Let's see. U.S. officials for the Center for Disease Control and Prevention are closely tracking recent clusters of monkeypox infections around the world and possible cases in the United States. Currently, the CDC is monitoring 6 people in the United States for possible monkeypox infections after they sat near an infected traveler who had symptoms while on a flight from Nigeria to the United Kingdom in early May. I call bullshit. Well, it probably did happen. It probably did happen. But this was already out there, and we've established that fucking link. Separately, the CDC officials are investigating a case of monkeypox confirmed in a man in Massachusetts who had recently traveled to Canada, and in New York City, one patient had tested positive for the orthopox virus. The family of viruses which contains monkeypox belongs to NYC health officials announced in news released Friday. Okay, so this has actually gone from Philadelphia into Canada, of course, New York, because they're actually really close to each other. this is starting to travel quick as shit. But you're gonna say it came from Nigeria to the United Kingdom? Nope. No, I call bullshit. The
To
case
be
is,
fair, you got bullshit on everything.
well, I do, but I mean, you should call bullshit on everything, especially with everything it is and out. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Let's be real with each other.
Okay? I'm ugly as hell. And I don't think anyone will date me.
That kind of sounds like a personal problem that I can't help you with.
Well, you said be real. Or was that too real?
I'm just saying, I can't help you with that.
You said be real, and I was being real.
Well,
Or was that too real?
I applaud you for that, but I can't help you with it.
Well, then I quit.
Let's see. The case is being treated as presumptive positive case until confirmed pending CDC testing, and the patient is currently isolating, then release phase. Okay, so this was written on Friday, May 20th. Not too long ago, right?
What happened?
The 6 people in the U.S. possible rare monkeypox cases. 6 people in the U.S. on Friday, May 20th. Okay.
Wait, that was just 3 days ago. What the hell?
Yes. And now, on
Great, I quit.
the same day, Science.org says monkeypox outbreak questions intensify as cases soar. A rare smallpox relative has jumped from Africa. Nope. We've already established that link for where it came from to 4 other continents with disproportionate numbers of cases in men who have sex with men. Okay, so now they're blaming the gay community. This is weird. This is where it gets incredibly weird.
Okay, so are you telling me AIDS is now going to fuse with monkeypox?
No. They're saying gay men are spreading this disease. That's literally what they've been saying. But it gets incredibly weird because this comes out the same day that I just read from CNN where possible 6 cases here in the United States. Basically, they try to make it seem like, we don't know what's going on, but there's this going on. So if you
So you're telling
contract
me that men are spreading monkeypox. Got it. God damn it, it's always the gays.
if you contract monkeypox, with this being out there, everybody's going to think, hey, you're gay. You're a gay guy. You got monkeypox because of what the news is saying. I guess, is this like an attack on homosexual men? No. I tried to roll that back because I was going to say something worse, but
it's round 2 for AIDS.
Oh yeah, yeah. They try to blame that on the gay community as well.
Yeah, to be fair, they're the ones who mostly have it. If
True.
not, you can get it.
But on the same day that we just read CNN, this comes up. A sudden appearance of monkeypox in 13 countries or 4 continents has jolted the public health community into action. A much milder cousin of smallpox then sporadically causes small outbreaks in Africa. Monkeypox is thought to spread slowly and is unlikely to be a pandemic in the making. But scientists worry about this.
Honestly, I'm just curious who's a gay guy who had with a bloody monkey.
I mean, apparently to the LGBT community, like 60% of the world is LGBTQ. So everybody?
I thought it was 85% of the world population was LGBT.
Well, they try to claim that, but
95%?
They got away with the 60% claim, and then they went higher and higher until everybody's like, go fuck yourself. That's bullshit.
Fuck it. At this point, just tell them it's 99.9% of the population.
Really, what actually came about that was because of, the school children coming out saying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm trans, I'm gay, I'm this, because it's actually being pushed on our kids who are impressionable as shit
If you are a child who has gender dysphoria, I call bullshit, and I am calling you out with rapid onset gender dysphoria.
Yeah, pretty much. That was, I mean, your impression of the shit. So if somebody tells you something as a child, especially if it's a teacher, which is a huge concern here in the United States now, you're going to believe it. Because somebody in authority told you something. But yeah. Let's continue a little bit further. Where is it? Countries sporadically. Monkeypox is thought to spread slowly and is unlikely to be a pandemic in the making, but scientists worry about the spread among men who have sex with men. MSM. What? I thought that was just called gay. When did MSM become a thing? I thought that was mainstream media.
Is MSM and man sex monkey?
Apparently, I don't fucking know anymore, dude. I'm lost.
Well, I'm just gonna say, I know the gay community has a lot of weird kinks, and I did not know monkey king was one of them.
Well, I mean, it can be it can be transmitted through saliva and things like that. But
why? More likely they were having fun with the monkey.
Why is
they were having the monkey business?
Why is this attacking the gay community? That's my question. It's like
because gay is a new Mormon.
I shouldn't be laughing, but damn.
You gotta be trans or non-binary. That's the new hip thing. If you're gay, it's like the new Mormon.
Let's see. But scientists worry about the spread among men who have sex with men, who makes up a disproportionate number of cases so far. The outbreak is strange and unsettling, returns the spotlight for pox viruses, a largely forgotten threat since the World Health Organization declared smallpox eradicated in 1980. The current outbreak surfaced on May 7th in the United Kingdom, which so far has confirmed 20 cases in the past 3 days. More than 100 suspected cases were reported in Spain, Portugal, the United States, Canada, Sweden, Italy, Belgium, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Australia, and Israel.
Wait, I have a question. Isn't there a meme that says return to monkey? Or monkey?
I don't fucking know.
I feel like there is. And if there is, I feel like the gays took that too literal.
Oh, God, dude. You're going to get us kicked the fuck off. We're getting another ban. All right? We already got a warning because I gave up Pfizer's own data.
Well, you got to remember, you're not allowed to post Pfizer's documents unless you're Pfizer or you're an approved mainstream media.
Yeah, because it goes against the World Health Organization narrative. All I did was point you to where it was, which, by the way, is weird as shit because it's still up on Twitch. It's still there on Twitch. It's just 3 days after that. Apparently, somebody had found the video. They watched it, and they're just like, click the report button. Because it took 3 days.
I'm going to be honest. I did not think the report function was actually going to work. I'm sorry for that.
You son of a bitch.
I wanted to fuck with myself and you.
Well, you caused the channel to get a warning, all right?
Good.
And you caused the world not to know.
Well, to be fair, the World Health Organization already knows.
Well, they do, yes, but it's all over the place on TikTok. If y'all really want that information, y'all want to know, it's right there. Shit, it's still up on the Twitch channel. Y'all want to go grab that? Fuck. Let's see, but more than 100 suspected cases in 13 countries on the same damn day that CDC or that CNN says, hey, there's only 6 cases here in the United States. Y'all calm the fuck down. Okay? Which is a complete fucking lie from CDC. We'll get into that. Let's see, from CNBC, from the same day, World Health Organization confirms 80 cases of monkeypox with outbreaks in 11 countries. Okay, so you're rolling back the cases and the countries in this. World Health Organization has confirmed 80 cases of monkeypox with recent outbreaks reported in 11 countries, according to the statement Friday from the Global Health Agency. The outbreaks are unusual because they are occurring in countries where the virus is not endemic, according to the World Health Organization. More cases will likely be reported in the coming days and surveillance broadens, it says. World Health Organization is working with the affected countries and others to expand disease surveillance to find and support people who may be affected and to provide guidance on how to manage the disease. European nations have confirmed dozens of cases and the largest outbreaks of monkeypox ever in the continent, according to the German military. The U.S. has confirmed at least one case, and Canada has confirmed 2. Walk it the fuck back. Just from CNN, CNN was saying, okay, we've confirmed 2 cases. There are possible 6. What was the other one? The science.org is saying there are more. CNBC is saying, hey, we got 2 cases. That's it. This is why we don't know what the fuck is happening in America anymore.
Because we don't trust what they're saying?
Right. Hey, we only got 6 possible cases here in the United States. Oh, there are over 100 confirmed in 13 countries. No, there's 80 in 11 countries that are possible. We don't know yet. They're possible. So yeah, this stupid ass rabbit hole just keeps getting worse. Now this, no, I'm not. Monkeypox is a disease caused by a virus in the same family, blah, 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 according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. However, monkeypox can result in death in as many as 1 in 10 people. Wait. Didn't we just read in an article not too long ago that said 3 in 10? Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with more than likely yes, but that's also because I haven't been paying full attention. I need to keep it on the road.
Yes.
I'd say I'm the good-looking one for today's show.
As a matter of fact, it was the World Health Organization itself. Where is it? The pathogen, natural host, outbreaks, 9-year-old. Where was it?
You know what? I quit.
It was something.
I fucking quit with life.
It was something in there that, yeah, it's like 3 in 10. And CNBC is saying only 1 in 10. And you wonder why we're so fucked up.
You know what? I quit with life. I go.
Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see. The smallpox vaccine is 85% effective at preventing monkeypox based on the observational studies in Africa, according to the World Health Organization and CDC. Monkeypox is spread through close contact. Yeah. Monkeypox usually begins with symptoms similar to the flu, including fever, headache, muscle aches, chills, exhaustion, and swollen lymph nodes. Within 1 and 3 days of the onset of fever, patients develop a rash that begins on the face and spreads to the other body parts. The illness usually lasts for about 2 to 4 weeks. As monkeypox spreads through close contact, the response should focus on the people affected and their close contacts. Healthcare workers, household members, and sexual partners of people who have the virus are at greater risk of disease. People in your household as well. Yeah, it does say that. Okay. U.S. has had monkeypox outbreak in 2003, the worst outside of Africa, which was caused by human contact with infected prairie dogs kept as pets. Why the fuck are you keeping prairie dogs as pets? Who the fuck does this?
Why are you not keeping prairie dogs as pets? Oh wait, you're in Alabama. Never mind.
Yeah. Why am I not keeping prairie dogs as pets? Because I'm not fucking... Who was that dude that shoved a gerbil in his ass and it was all over the news? Richard Greer?
I don't know.
There was somebody that did that because I'm not him. That's why.
And well, to be fair, you're from Alabama. At best, to my knowledge, you're just putting your sister cousin up here
I
of
swear to
yourself.
God, you son of a bitch.
To be fair, I just left California, so I'm probably putting soy drinks up my booty hole after I left a few gay men in there.
That's kind of concerning as hell. But give me a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. We're gonna move on.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna leave me alone?
Yeah, you're just gonna randomly talk until I come back, but we'll move on to
Okay, fine.
another little concern here. Give me a minute.
All right. Well, we will wait for you. I think he's gone. Well, come back, guys. Right now, it's just you and I. I do apologize for chat. I cannot read what you guys are saying as I am currently driving to Texas. I'm still in New Mexico. Still, gonna be honest, it feels exactly like old Mexico. I'm just looking at the signs and it says El Paso 31 more miles from me. And if you're wondering, I'm going to Dallas-Fort Worth area. Yeah, I have nothing else to say besides that. It's legit, just like dead road, nothing but dead road. And that's how you guys are doing, but I won't be able to read your chats. I do, it's good. How are y'all doing? It's been a while. I know I've been missing for a few weeks, but that's like I said in the past. I was on vacation. I returned from vacation back to my house on Saturday. Packed everything, finalized all my packing on Sunday, and I left this morning at 0600 in the morning. Technically, I left like a few minutes early, but that's neither here nor there.
How pissed would you be if you said I didn't actually have to pee? I just wanted to hear you ramble on.
Not that much.
Okay, cool, because I actually did have to pee. But let's go ahead and move on to the Gateway Pundit, published May 22nd of 2022. Wuhan lab was experimenting with monkeypox last year. Published research report.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying what the fuck because of my screen. My phone just went half black, half white. Like my maps is like dead.
Well, restart it.
No, it's fine. I know where I'm going, and it's legit just a straight road. But once the show's done and I'm at my hotel, I'll send you what photo of what I'm looking at. Cause this is weird as fuck.
All right, but Virologia Sinica is an international journal which aims at presenting the cutting edge research on viruses all over the world. The journal publishes peer-reviewed original research articles, reviews, and letters to the editor encompassing the developments and whatever. In February 2022, they published a recent gain-of-function research project performed by scientists at the Wuhan Institute of Virology in August of 2021, where the COVID pandemic was still raging around the world. Son of a bitch!
Wait, I thought gain of function was illegal, or we didn't do it.
No,
Or are we doing it now again?
it's illegal as shit in our country. But apparently not in China, because they're doing this like it's nothing. All right. COVID.
Well, in China, everything's illegal. As long as you approve what the state says.
Yeah, right. No, allegedly, COVID originated from the Wuhan lab, the Wuhan Institute of Virology. God damn it! Did monkeypox come from this shit too? Did the new outbreak of monkeypox come from these motherfuckers as well?
Probably.
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think this is like China trying to end the world kind of situation. I believe this is everybody in on it altogether. Because, all right, look, we've already established a link that this shit didn't start in China. But however, they were doing gain of function in China Smallpox vaccine vials were found in Philly in a lab that shouldn't have had them. Bill Gates is saying, hey, what would happen if people had released smallpox in, say, 10 airports? All of a sudden, a few months later, there is over 100 fucking cases in 13 countries around the world. Yeah.
I'm suspicious.
No, oh, dude. This little article right here, like this popped up today for me. Somebody else, I actually saw this on TikTok. This article here, and I was just like, nah, this can't be real. This has to be some shit. And then I found this article, and I was like, son of a bitch. Here we are.
One question: is there an El Paso in New Mexico, or is it just Texas?
I don't know.
It's not far from El Paso. So I think I might be hitting Texas soon. And as soon as I hit that, I have to legally put on my Texas hat.
Is there a... No, that is Texas.
Oh, shit. Guess who's about to hit Texas soon? Howdy, partner.
So El Paso's only in Texas, but yeah. Where were we? I'm gonna go ahead and read this a good little bit. It's not that much here, but in February 2022, published a research project performed by scientists in Wuhan Institute of Virology in August 2021, where the COVID-19 pandemic was still raging around the world. The study was published in February of 2022. Efficient assembly of large fragment of monkeypox virus genome as a qPCR template, using dual selection-based transformation associated with recombination. Why is it on the little screen for my streaming software here? It's clearer there than it is on my screen, which is weird. But the State Key Laboratory of Biology in Wuhan Center for whatever. That's just giving locations for it. Received August 10th of 2021, accepted February 23rd of 2022, available online February 28th. Okay. The Wuhan assembled a monkeypox virus genome, allowing the virus to be identified through PCR tests using a method researchers flagged for potentially creating a contagious pathogen. The National Pulse can reveal. Holy shit. So the PCR test that we were using for COVID, which was horribly unreliable, can now all of a sudden track monkeypox or detect monkeypox.
Really? Are you surprised though?
No, because I'm actually going to cause bullshit using a method researchers flagged for potentially creating a contagious pathogen. This was intentionally done.
Oh no, definitely.
This was fucking intentionally done. Now, here's where we're going to really get further down the rabbit hole, which is why I said that from the very fucking beginning. You know, we were talking about on Wednesday, I went through the entire document from, you know, the World Health Organization or the World Economic Forum holding the summit to give World Health Organization absolute fucking control for the next pandemic, right? Okay. Here we go. To back up the conspiracy. To back up the conspiracy theory, Belgium becomes the first country to introduce mandatory monkeypox quarantine as global cases rise. Holy fucking shit, here we go again. No. Hold up. Abel, this was off stream. I was talking to you about this off stream before. You remember when I was like, "Hey, you know those biolabs in Ukraine that they're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What if Russia had attacked them and they purposely released something to say Russia did it?" You remember when
Would
I
I be
was talking about
surprised?
that?
I remember that.
I also went on to say, because COVID was such a bullshit experiment kind of situation that during the next pandemic, nobody's actually going to fucking care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Where is that?
Hey, I don't want to be that asshole, but I'm turning on my camera.
Okay.
Let me
I
see
mean,
if
you're not going to be on screen.
Well, too bad. Show me for a minute.
Hold on.
Sorry, guys. It's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, there you go.
Howdy, partner. Guess where I'm at?
Oh, you got your little. That's a farmer's hat. That's not a cowboy hat.
See?
That's a farmer hat.
I'm counting. It was given to me by a Texan, and I'm in Texas. So howdy, partners. I gotta take this off because I can't drive with it. I gotta go.
All right, so yeah, there he is. Now on May 19th, okay, this was reported in May 19th. Okay, I should have actually had this brought up beforehand. But before anything was really being thrown out there that there are all these cases around the world, this was reported on May 19th, which means it happened earlier. U.S. government places a $119 million order for 13 million freeze-dried monkeypox vaccines. Before we even knew this was a thing, our government's saying, hey, we need these vaccines. Following confirmation that monkeypox has made its way into the U.S., the government ordered millions of doses of a vaccine that protects against the virus. Bavarian Nordic, the biotech company that makes the vaccine, has announced a $119 million order placed by the U.S. with the option to buy $180 million more if it wants. Should that second option be exercised, it would work out to approximately 13 million doses. So before we know about shit happening, our government goes ahead and does this. Then before
Really
we know this
though?
is a thing. No, I'm not surprised at all. But
yeah, right.
The only real thing that I have to say, yeah, maybe this could be a real thing. COVID-19 thing was mRNA technology. This vaccine is the old way of doing things. It's a weakened or inert virus injected into your system for your immune system to attack and kill, build up antibodies to be ready for something else. This vaccine is real because it's based off the old shit. The things we've used for 100 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
But they knew this was coming. They prepared for this shit before we knew. They knew this shit was happening.
All right, I just got the cue that my headphones are dying.
All right, so you can follow up on this later then.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure chatting with you again after a couple weeks. And to everyone, I'll see you and maybe in tomorrow's stream. But who knows? As around. But I am now in Texas, and I am now a legal Texan. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Take it easy, man. Okay. So now that he's gone, I can rag on his ass, and he can't say shit. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. The order will convert existing smallpox vaccines, which are also effective against monkeypox, into freeze-dried versions which have sorry, which have a longer shelf life. The converted vaccines will be manufactured in 2023 and 2024, so we have to wait an entire year and go through this shit. Why? Well, because the World Health Organization, their little treaty thing, won't kick in until November of this year. If it goes through, if they try to sign it, which, by the way, would be treasonous, if they sign it for the U.S. for this, it happens in November. And then all of a sudden we get this. Yeah. Bavarian Nordic has worked in the U.S. government since 2003. Oh, you son of a bitch, don't you? Okay, there we go. To date, it says it has supplied nearly 30 million doses to the Department of Health and Human Services. The U.S. isn't the only country stocking up on the vaccine. On Thursday, Bavarian Nordic said an unidentified European country has secured a contract to obtain the vaccine. Why are they unidentified? Why are you not releasing that information? While the full circumstances around the current monkeypox cases in Europe remain to be elucidated, the speed of which these have evolved, combined with the potential for infections beyond the initial case going undetected, calls for a rapid and coordinated approach by the health authorities, and we are pleased to assist in this emergency situation, said Paul Chaplin, president and CEO of Bavarian Nordic, in a statement. Monkeypox was first discovered in 1958, and the first human case was reported in 1970. Symptoms, and it's going to keep going. The recent outbreak was first identified in Europe on May 7th in an individual who had traveled to Nigeria, where monkeypox is endemic. Okay. Since then, over 20 cases have spread throughout England, Portugal, and Spain. Other potential cases are being monitored now. The first U.S. case was announced Wednesday, and 6 other people are now being monitored. The CDC epidemiologists told Fortune. Yeah, okay. So there you go. This shit was fucking planned because Belgium, probably the unidentified European country, Belgium is now saying mandatory monkeypox quarantine. Guess what? Here we go again. The lockdowns are coming. And it's not just Belgium. It's not just Belgium, but we're going to read a little bit here. Belgium has become the first country to introduce a mandatory 21-day quarantine for monkeypox patients, as cases of the disease, typically endemic to Africa, spread across the globe. Health authorities in Belgium included the measure Friday after the country reported its 3rd case of the virus. As of Monday, the country... Okay, so it's reported its 3rd case, and they're saying, hey, lockdowns on 3 cases. Why not just take care of the sick? Avoid the healthy? Health authorities in Belgium introduced this measure on Friday after the country reported its 3rd case of the virus. As of Monday, the country has recorded 4 local cases confirmed. Global infections currently number around 100. Belgium's compulsory measures apply only to patients with a confirmed infection. Close contacts are not required to self-isolate, but are encouraged to remain vigilant, especially if in close contact with vulnerable people. This is how the COVID thing started. Remember 14 days to slow the spread? Now, they may be taking the correct approach to this one. Instead of locking down every single person, except for essential maybe they are starting to just go after the sick. But this thing has an incubation time anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks. Okay? And it is transmissible before you show any real symptoms. You get your flu-like symptoms and things like that. It becomes transmissible before you get the boils full of pus popping up on your body. They'll use that as an excuse to lock everybody the fuck down again. Coincidentally, this is going to happen before roughly around election time, right? World Economic Forum or the World Health Organization doesn't take effect until November of this year. The vaccines won't be available until 2023, 2024. Guess what rolls around in 2024? Pops up in 2023. What did we see in 2020? Same bullshit, different name. Here we go. But it's not only Belgium. UK monkeypox isolation rules explained with 21-day quarantine for those at highest risk. Guidance introduced in 2018 following the discovery of the UK's first monkeypox cases state that contacts are asserted in a case-by-case basis, with those at high risk urged to avoid immune-compromised children under 12 and pregnant women. High-risk contacts of monkeypox patients are required to isolate for 3 weeks, guidance from the UK Health Chief says. Others who have a lesser degree of exposure are advised to steer clear of children, people with conditions affecting the immune systems, and pregnant women, but are not required to stay at home. You're not required to, but yeah, please. Guidelines introduced in 2018 state that everyone identified in the contacts as by case basis, those identified at being at risk, and blah, blah, blah. It goes on to report, if you want to go ahead and read it, look it up. It's the same shit. It really is. Now, while preparing today's episode, I've already had like 2 or 3 beers. I am now popping my 6th one because this is concerning as shit. And this is a rabbit hole that I knew was going to be a dangerous one. So, number 6, let's go. Give me a second. All right. I am back. Now that we've gone through all of this, let's go back to the World Economic Forum as far as that's concerned, right? Their summit is for all 195 countries around the world to vote to say, hey, the World Health Organization can take full control of your country during the next pandemic. Now, Russia has already said, go fuck yourself. Of course, we already knew that was going to happen. So 194 countries now if this little treaty thing goes into effect, it won't happen until November. There's already here in May 23rd. There is already 100 plus cases in 13 countries. This is how it starts. This is what's going to happen. There's already some disturbing now. The World Economic Forum Summit, in Davos, the Davos, whatever the fuck, that started yesterday, right? However, we're already seeing a good little bit of shady shit coming from there. Namely, as planes were landing, major fire breaks out at Geneva Airport. Switzerland's second busiest airport has suspended planes for landing. Get rid of that. Get out of here, you son of a... We'll watch that in a second. A major fire has broken out near Geneva Airport as a partially built reception center for asylum seekers. Images on social media showed large plumes of smoke billowing in the sky above Switzerland's second busiest airport. Register for free. I'm not registering to the Independent for this shit. Let's take a look. All right, you little motherfucker. Full screen. Black smoke rises from major air fire at Geneva Airport. Now, this is actually outside the airport. But yeah, it did affect their travel because of this. Planes were rerouted elsewhere because of this. And flights that were taking off were at the pilot's discretion. Oh, this is not. It's just showing that. Hold on. I misspelled airport, whatever. Let's go with this one. Explosions were going off. There were actually 2 explosions. You can see that plane actually landing. They were already on the descent path when this was happening.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
George
If you'd like to get...
shut up. All right, so in Geneva, there was explosions and fire that were near the airport, causing massive trouble with air travel. And their second largest airport, everything was redirected. Planes that were taking off were at the pilot's discretion. Hey, do you want to take off or not? But landings, other than those 2 planes that you saw, landings were stopped. Actually, I think that was 1 plane. Let's go back. See if we can see any identifying markers on the plane itself. Blue and white.
Oh my god.
Red and white. Okay, yeah. So there were two planes that went in. All right. So while that happens, we do have some reporters over there in Switzerland right now for the World Economic Forum's summit. It's been a little bit concerning what they've shown. Mr. Jack Posobiec is over there. Now, Jack Posobiec is I think he's a former Navy intel officer, turned journalist. He's over there right now, and for some reason, they never explained why. For some reason, he was detained. He wasn't arrested, but he was detained by the Switzerland police. Check this out.
Why am I not allowed to record?
Please don't.
Isn't this a public street?
It is. But actually I don't like it to be on a video.
I can take it off.
You have your documents on the phone. Take it off, please. Yeah. Do you want to take a picture of it? Yes. We're
Keeping everybody safe.
Drop it. Your iPhone. You can show me and then I take a picture. You put your hand away.
Now, this is coming from Jack Posobiec's camera himself.
Why not?
Not during the police conference.
Why is that?
It's not allowed here.
On the public street?
Yes.
Is that a law in Switzerland?
Full stop. Dude's like, stop recording. And he says, why? He fumbles around for a second. It's not allowed here. Bullshit.
Here is not allowed. Please put it away.
Not familiar with that law.
Please put it away.
It seems like you just don't want me to film.
Sir, please put it away.
Okay.
Now, he did comply with that one. However, Savannah Hernandez is over there as well. This is what she got.
Still there?
Well, I was just waiting for Campbell. I don't know. I don't think so. It's pretty heavy.
Excuse me, can I ask you why you're detaining this journalist?
Can you put the phone away, please?
Can I ask you why you're detaining this journalist?
I don't answer your question.
Is it?
Yep. Yeah, you heard that right. Why are you detaining this gentleman? Put your phone away, please. I'm not going to answer your questions.
We're not able to report here?
Please put the phone away.
Okay. Can I ask you guys
Yeah,
why
you
you're
can.
being detained?
Can you please stop filming? Then we can talk.
Why do I need to stop filming?
Because I ask you to. It's
Really? Now, we all know what's happening right there. This little task force, which seems to be about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 individuals at this point, surrounding Jack Posobiec, who is a well-known journalist here in the United States, especially right-wing journalist, being detained and somewhat questioned.
it's my personal right because I don't like to be filmed, and it's a right in Switzerland. If I don't want to be
Can
filmed,
I ask why he's being?
Which, by the way, that is bullshit. 100% bullshit. You can film in public places in Switzerland just like you can in the United States of America. There are no laws against that.
Being detained, then I won't point the camera at you. Then I won't film you, but I would like to know why this journalist is being detained on public property.
what's detained? Can you explain?
How come he's being surrounded right now? Is he allowed to leave the area?
We're just making a normal police control because it's WEF. Everything is very
Is there a reason
sensitive.
he specifically was targeted?
I like the fact that
There
Jack is
is a
actually
reason
holding
because
back a smile
we
right now
have
because
to
he
have
already
a
knows.
reason to
So
control a
What was the
person.
reason? What was he doing?
I don't have to tell you that. Why are you asking me that?
Because this is, he's. There's many journalists here, and I want to know why he specifically is being detained.
There
That is correct. 100%. She is 100% right. Thank you, Savannah Hernandez. You got balls of steel, woman, and I fucking love to see it. I really do. Many journalists are there. As a matter of fact, there was, I think it was reported close to 20 journalists in that area. And they specifically targeted Jack Posobiec. Why?
There is a reason, but everything is clear now, and we're about to leave in just a few seconds.
Thank you.
Okay?
Armed. Look, that dude is seriously looking for trouble. That dude is looking for trouble. Look at the look on his face, the way he's holding that gun. There is nothing, absolutely nothing in this whole interaction that says that this dude needs to be prepared for shit.
Yeah. Could you please now, can I ask you please to delete your...
She stopped recording, but they're saying, hey, go ahead and delete.
News crew, we've got Jeremy from New York, we've got Lewis and Sophie from the UK, and we are here in Davos, Switzerland to cover the World Economic Forum. It should be a very fun week. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, nervous but excited at the same time, but we're going to start tomorrow. WEFreports.com. Please go and check that out. You're going to see all of our reports updated as we go. Feel free as well to chip in to help cover our costs of this entire trip.
If you guys are interested in helping fund the only subversive, the only contrarian reporters that are here in Davos, Switzerland, then head to WEFreports.com.
You will not see this on the likes of BBC and Sky. The only place that you can find it is WEFreports.com. Tune in.
Where are the Aussies? Where are the other? WEFreports.com. It all starts tomorrow.
Well done. Very good. What's up, guys? My name is...
No, this comes yesterday, as a matter of fact. Oh, no, 2 days ago. Let's see, same shit. Let's see, let's go back to Jack's here because there is something else to that, right? Same shit. There was another video. I'm not gonna go scrolling that much anymore, but World Economic Forum police. Interesting. The WEF police surrounded Jack Posobiec, the only person they targeted. Now, there was upwards of about 20 journalists there in and around that area. He's the only one they detained to look up information for. I wonder why that is. Ladies and gentlemen, this needs to be in the forefront of everything for you right now. You need to be paying attention. 100%, you need to be paying attention. This is some serious shit. Now, like I said at the beginning of this, and a little bit into it, nothing stands above our Constitution here in the United States of America. Anything that any single one of our politicians, including our president, tries to say, hey, the World Health Organization can take control, fuck our Constitution, fuck all our rights during the next pandemic. Anything they sign is an act of treason against the United States and its people. What they are doing right now is a treasonous act for the United States of America. 100% pay attention because shit's about to get real. This was planned. 100% this was planned. Now, this whole World Economic Forum summit shit was supposed to happen at the beginning of this year. They put it off until now because of COVID. They put it off until now. Information got out. It was all over the fucking place. We're paying attention because this goes against our Constitution. Everything that makes this country what it is, they are trying to subvert. This was planned 100 fucking percent. Now, at the beginning of this, I was just like, you know what, I was planning this out. Granted, it was the end of the day, Saturday, somewhat of Sunday, planning this whole thing out. Abel, of course, I didn't expect to pop in throughout this entire thing. Probably would have been about an hour and a half without him. But yeah. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. You got Bill Gates warning about smallpox as an outbreak. Say, what if it was released in, let's say, 10 airports? Not too long after, smallpox vials found in Philly. Laboratory monkeys crash, and 3 of them got released into the public. In Philly, woman who came in contact got sick. And supposedly now, a couple months later, there's an outbreak across the world. World Economic Forum says, hey, we're going to hold a summit. Everybody's going to vote. Should the World Health Organization take control for the next pandemic to say without objection that we control you? Now you got the World Economic Forum police, as you see right here, obtaining one of the most noted right-wing journalists here in the United States that has been blowing the whistle over and over and over again, being targeted by the World Economic Forum police. Tell me none of this sounds fishy, and I'll call you a liar. Tell me none of this, it's all just coincidence, and I'm going to call you stupid. Tell me this is just all coincidences. I'm connecting dots that don't exist, and I'm going to call you permanently mentally deficient. All of this is happening. Every single bit of this was planned. Now, the gain of function research shit, that came up today. I didn't know that until I saw a little TikTok video that showed that, and I was like, nah, that can't be real. That cannot be real. Lo and behold, it is. All of this is coming out right in front of your damn face, and they're laughing at you while they do it. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. if they sign that treaty, it is treason. With that included, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you with this. Now, more than ever, you have a voice, and it's important. Please, sit down. Let's have a talk. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy, and we'll see y'all again very, very soon.